Want to grow your childcare business in 2025? Well, here are the 3 must-know trends for you to stay ahead of the curve. So the first trend we're going to talk about is AI. Yes, of course, it's going to be in the top 3. It's the big thing that's going on right now. And of course, we should be totally embracing this as much as possible. Problem is, where do we start? There's so much AI out there. What do we actually focus on? Well, the big thing I want you guys to look at right now is what is taking you the most amount of time. Now, there are so many tools. I think so far we've sampled around about 400, 450 different AI tools. There are so many out there. And the big thing I'd say to you is that you're going to constantly come across new AI tools all the time. Don't be trying to, you see that one tool, you think I'll have a go at that tool. Don't tackle it that way. My biggest tip for you guys for 2025 is to look at what's the things that takes you the most amount of time right now that you really don't like to do and you want to save time on, and then find a way to actually get AI to do that thing. Because I could say there are 5 different presentation tools, there are 5 video editing tools, but the problem is you don't need all those different tools right now. So the best way or the best advice I can give you for handling AI tools or AI automation in 2025 is, what are the things that are constantly mundane, taking you a huge amount of time that you just want to get off your plate? And then there's great platforms out there where you can literally get that thing built within 10 minutes. It will have the whole thing done for you, and it will be a total game changer for you and your business in 2025. Tip number 2, I think there's going to be a huge growing demand in terms of flexible childcare. And I know that scares some people, but I think we're moving into a world now where we're going to have more and more demand for more flexible childcare options, because as more and more jobs become, remote, people don't need to be in the office every single day, and people don't need to work 5 days a week in some scenarios. You're going to have people have a lot more flexibility where they want to have some of that free time. It may not hit your business 12 months from now, it may be 2 years from now, but it's something that you need to be prepared for. And how are you going to start to have that flexibility? I know it's a tougher struggle sometimes, but actually, if you think about this, let's imagine right now you're charging, let's say it's $80 per day, full-time spot. What if you could do a model where actually you would charge $50 for a morning session and $50 for an afternoon session? You've just increased your revenue per child per spot by $20 per day. Think about that. How much of an impact does that have on your business? If you're registered for 100 children, you just generated another $2,000 in your business every single day coming into your business straight off the back of that one simple change. So it's super important for you guys to start to think about, okay, flexibility might be an option, but how do you manage that to make sure you still keep that full-time equivalent in your business without having empty spots? And the third tip that I want to share with you guys is start to position yourself as the local expert in what you do. And I know I keep talking about this one a lot, but it's so important, because think about this. There are lots and lots of chains moving into new areas right now. I had a client the other day that literally has a brand new center opening 1,000 meters from his location. It's really, really close, sometimes even on the same street. So it's super important, you guys, that how do you start to differentiate yourself? And the problem is, as much as this might upset some of you, the reality is that if you're doing the same marketing as everyone else, you're going to get exactly the same results. And one of the big things that can differentiate you from the big chains, and we don't work with the big chains, we're all about helping the family run businesses. We've openly advocated that from day one. But if you want to differentiate yourself from the big chains, the way you do that is you position yourself. You go out there and you show everyone you're a family run business. That's what you're about, because people want family run. Yes, some people want to go to the big chains, some people want the family run, and some people want the home-based centers, and that's okay. You just need to position yourself exactly where you want to be, and then advocate that and promote that as much as possible. So lots of different ways that you can start to promote yourself or position yourself as the local expert. A couple of different ways to do that. Of course, you could have your own book. Really easy to get a book written these days. And I'm not talking about the book, the one big book that you've planned to do for many, many years. Just start to put some content out there. What are your values and beliefs around bottle feeding? What are your values and beliefs around helping your child progress through a curriculum at early educational stages? It's very easy for you to start to create content now using AI to get that book written and start to position yourself as a local expert. And again, not only are you doing that with book format, you would do things like this, video format. There's a huge reason why we do videos every single time. And I get people say to me, but no one watches my videos. That, when someone starts doing video, no one is going to watch those videos. But the reality is you need to start creating content. And even if one person hears that video and it has an impact on that one person, it has served its purpose. And the great thing about video content, it's there forever. So as long as your content stays relevant, more and more people are going to see that content over a period of time. So super important, guys, start to position yourself as a local expert. So just to wrap up, the top 3 tips, things you need to be aware of, trends for 2025. Number 1, AI techniques to buy you back more time in your business. Number 2, we're going to see a huge demand in increased flexibility. And remember, it could actually increase your revenue for your business as well. So keep an open mind. And number 3, make sure you position yourself as the local expert. I promise you, it might not pay dividends in the first couple of months, but over a period of time, you'll be glad you start to do this for you and your business.